Hello and welcome to Public Domain Films Podcast, the podcast where we dive deep into films that have shaped the world of cinema. Today we're exploring the monumental 1927 silent film Metropolis, directed by Fritz and written by Thea von Harbu. This German expressionist sci-fi epic isn't just a film, it's an experience that revolutionized cinema and continues to resonate almost a century later. So, buckle up as we delve into its creation, themes, groundbreaking visuals, and enduring legacy. Part 1. A Vision Conceived. Metropolis was born during a time of artistic and technological innovation in Germany's Weimar Republic. Directed by Fritz Lang, the film's screenplay was co-written with his then-wife Thea von Harbu, based on her 1925 novel. The novel itself was created as a treatment for the movie, intertwining influences from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, H.G. Wells' futuristic visions, and German dramas. Lang's inspiration for the film struck during his first visit to New York City in 1924. He recounted, "I looked into the streets, the glaring lights in the tall buildings, and there I conceived Metropolis. The buildings seemed to be a vertical sail, scintillating and very light, a luxurious backdrop, suspended in the dark sky to dazzle, distract, and hypnotize." Lang envisioned a futuristic urban dystopia, a city where the vast divide between the affluent elite and the oppressed working class mirrors the societal tensions of his time. Part 2. Crafting a Cinematic Marvel. Metropolis was a monumental production. Filming spanned over 17 months from 1925 to 1926, requiring 310 shooting days and 60 nights. Shot at Babelsberg Studios, the film's budget ballooned to over 5 million Reichsmarks, equivalent to about 21 million euros today, making it one of the most expensive films of its era. The cast included Gustav Fröhlich as Frater, the idealistic son of the city master, Brigitte Helm as Maria and her robotic double, Alfred Abel as Jo Fredersen, and Rudolf Klein-Rogge as Rotwang, the inventor of the iconic Maschinenmensch, the robot. Creating Metropolis wasn't without its challenges. The actors faced grueling demands. For instance, Brigitte Helm endured physical strain in the rigid Maschinenmensch costume, sustaining bruises and cuts. The scene where the workers' city floods involved 500 children who spent weeks in cold water. Lang's insistence on authenticity pushed the limits of his cast and crew. Part 3. Visual Innovation and Design. The visual grandeur of Metropolis is unparalleled. The film's art direction by Otto Hunte, Erich Kettelhut, and Karl Vollbrecht draws from Bauhaus, Art Deco, Cubist, and Gothic styles. The new Tower of Babel, Jo Fredersen's headquarters, is a striking blend of architectural influences, as are the underground workers' city and Rotwang's eerie Gothic laboratory. Special effects pioneer Eugen Schuftan developed groundbreaking techniques, including the Schuftan process, which used mirrors to combine actors with miniature models. These effects gave the cityscape its awe-inspiring scale. The Maschinenmensch, crafted by Walter Schulze Mittendorf, remains one of cinema's most iconic creations. Part 4. Release, Reception, and Revisions. Upon its premiere at the UFA Palast am Zoo in Berlin on January 10, 1927, Metropolis initially received spontaneous applause from some members of the audience. However, others were not as impressed, with reports suggesting mixed reactions. Some even included boos and hisses. Despite this, the film's visual grandeur was undeniable. The film, originally running at over 153 minutes, was significantly shortened for distribution by its American backers, Paramount Pictures and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM, who had formed a company called Paru Famet to help finance the project. They wanted a version that was more palatable for a broader audience. This led to a drastically altered version, with scenes cut and intertitles changed, including the removal of the character of Hell, whose name was seen as too similar to the word hell. Channing Pollock, a playwright hired to streamline the narrative, reworked the story, making it simpler and shifting some of its themes. Lang was deeply dissatisfied with the re-editing, famously stating that he would never visit America because of it. In the years following, Metropolis was cut even further, especially in Germany. German nationalist Alfred Hugenberg took control of the production company and, in 1927, ordered another round of cuts, removing politically charged content and minimizing religious imagery. By 1936, the Nazis had further shortened the film to a mere 91 minutes. Part 5. The film's evolution and restoration. For decades, the only available version of Metropolis was a heavily truncated one. Much of the original footage was thought to be lost, especially after UFA's re-edits for the American and German markets. But in 2008, a near-complete version of the film was discovered in Argentina, and by 2010, a remarkable 95% of Lang's original vision was restored. Restorations over the years have brought Metropolis back to life, culminating in the 2002 restoration, which included the film's final 25 minutes, allowing audiences to experience it as close to Lang's original vision as possible. Part 6. Themes of division and unity. At its heart, Metropolis is a story of class struggle and reconciliation. The film follows Fritz' journey as he discovers the harsh reality of the workers who toil beneath the opulent city his father controls. Guided by Maria, a saintly figure to the workers, Fritz strives to bridge the gap between the head, the ruling class, and the hands, the laborers. The solution, as the film's iconic tagline declares, is simple. The mediator between the head and the hands must be the heart. The film's biblical allegories add depth. Maria recounts the story of the Tower of Babel to illustrate the discord between the intellectuals and workers. Later, the false Maria is depicted as the whore of Babylon, riding a multi-headed beast in Fritz' apocalyptic vision. Part 7. Reception and legacy. Despite Metropolis's later acclaim, it initially had a mixed reception. Critics like H.G. Wells dismissed it as silly and muddled, while others like the New York Herald Tribune called it a weird and fascinating picture. Some found the plot overly simplistic, while others praised its technical achievements. However, the film's impact soon became undeniable. Over time, Metropolis was recognized not just for its visual spectacle, but for its profound influence on both the science fiction genre and film as a whole. It inspired films like Blade Runner and Star Wars, and even made its mark on music videos, such as Madonna's Express Yourself. Today, Metropolis is regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. It's included in various greatest films lists, has received universal acclaim on Rotten Tomatoes, and continues to be a touchstone for filmmakers and cinephiles alike. Closing thoughts. Metropolis is more than just a film. It's a testament to cinema's power to challenge, inspire, and endure. If you haven't seen it, I urge you to watch the 2010 restored version. It's an experience every film lover should have. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of Metropolis. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them on social media using the hashtag Public Domain Films Podcast. Until next time, this has been Public Domain Films Podcast. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep watching.